Hey, gang. Welcome to another episode of This is the Future. Unfortunately, it's time to get Captain Rios in here and have some frickin' fun. Admit. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, it's got a hat on. That's hot.
Yeah. What's up, sweetie?
Not much, Snookum Tits. How are you? You still there?
Yeah. Did I go away? What happened?
Yeah, I can't get back in. It's fine. Everyone can see me and I can't see myself. It's a real bummer.
Oh man,
I did it.
Oh,
We did it. We did it. Have you ever seen Adult Dora?
no. Is it
Yeah.
like spin-off like porn things?
No. Thank fucking God. It's not something
I
I
know.
watch. I just don't want
Well,
to.
you said adult Dora. I don't know if like Adora's all grown up and she's a maniac. Like,
Hitting home runs off her backside. No, man. It's an animated series where Dora's all grown up and she has real world problems. Like she's just like, have you ever had a job and been fired from drinking? Me too. It's like that. It's fucking
is
great.
it like a real show, like on a real channel, not like YouTube, or is it?
No, it's YouTube. I mean, Disney didn't
Yeah.
get behind it or anything. It's somebody did it. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's fucking great.
That's cool. I could see like Adult Swim putting something like that out.
Yeah, I think they're like pretty quick episodes, but pretty damn funny. Me too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
What's up, man? You got a beverage? You got an ice cold drink in your hand?
Oh, I fucking do, and I'm into it. I feel
Yeah.
like it's my Friday, but it's Monday. So
You know,
I need it.
when in Connecticut, you know what I mean? Huh?
I'm in Rhode Island, but whatever.
You ready?
Get it? Got it? Good. This is good. This is special stuff. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
About that. Sorry.
Cheers.
Wait, touch tips. All right, fuck it. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's good
What
shit.
are you
Down to
drinking?
my holiday beer. This is Pumpkin. It tastes just like I've had one on the show before. They're fucking delicious.
I don't know if I told you about this, but I can't stand pumpkin flavored business. Anything that has to do with pumpkin, I'm just like, nah.
You know,
I like pumpkin pie and pumpkins. That's as far as it goes.
but I don't think did we ever carve a pumpkin together, like roommates?
We might have broken a few pumpkins together. I don't know. Who knows what we did? I don't know what you and I have done. The chaos that we have created. Who knows?
I didn't do it.
Oh, just a fair warning to you and everybody. My dog is on the bed right behind the computer, and she's going to town on herself. She's like, it's gross. So if it sounds like someone is doing that, it's not me like tugging out. It's her being a pervert on, so. And if someone comes home, she's gonna come running barking, and I'm gonna have to get up and let her out. But she's just like she's like in love with me or something. Like I can't leave a room without her following me. You know what I mean? She
That's
just like
cool.
follows me around no matter where I go.
My cat does that, but it's because I carry her food with me, like everywhere, just so I'll have a friend. I just put some of that soft food in my pocket, and she loves the smell. I mean, I switch it out every couple of days, but no, man, I think my cat's like either sad or she's just really fond of the new couch, which is cool because I got this couch and no one fucking sits in it, man. Like no one really, no. I mean, it's a nice. I went to the fucking city. I told you guys about that. I went to the city, almost got killed for this couch, and nobody wants to sit in it. But the cat, she likes it. So if it's 4 people or 1 cat, and there we go.
4 people and 1 cat. That sounds.
Or just 1 cat. It's either 1 cat or 4 people, not both. That's her couch. It's all right.
What's up, man? What have you been up to?
I was thinking about that all day.
I hear you.
Nothing, man.
What
I
have I been?
haven't. I mean, I was thinking we could talk about like some Halloween, like just Halloween shit, because it's Halloween coming up. Um, so
Right.
Sunday I went to an amusement park, one I've been to before, Hershey Park, and they do a Hershey Park in the dark thing.
Ooh.
It's just in the dark and there's rides. But what they should really call it is Hershey Park in the dark when it's fucking raining and you got to wear a rain jacket in 48-degree weather, so you get a beer buzz to get through it. That's what
Hey,
I would have called it.
you gotta stay warm somehow, and if that's just drinking, filling your body on the inside with liquid blankets, that's what you gotta do.
Well, it's funny because we had beer because they didn't have anything. I told my dad we should have just brought a bottle, but I don't know how much of an alcoholic he wants to be. In any case, we were drinking beer like under a heat lamp, so it was like sweating but cold on the inside. It was
Mhm.
fun. I liked it.
That's
How to think.
kind of how I am, sweaty and cold on the inside.
Hmm. Nice, man. I'm just cold.
Yeah. Well, I'm sweaty because I always have the meat sweats. Oh, speaking of that, I had Taco Bell last night. Oh, that's. Whew.
Alex.
I didn't even drink last night, and I felt hungover today.
Is it
Like I
from
think you're
Taco
only
Bell?
supposed to you're only supposed to eat Taco Bell when you're drunk or really really high. But like I was, I mean, I'm never sober unless I'm taking a break. But I wasn't drunk, and I wasn't not high, but I was kind of a little bit high, maybe. You know what I mean?
Maybe. What does that mean? So does it just mean that maybe I remember getting high and maybe I don't? Is that what that means?
It just means that I don't want to tell the truth ever. I don't know what it means, really.
Okay, this is going to be a fun show.
When someone says maybe, that just means they're a liar.
Hmm. I don't say maybe.
Maybe I
You
do.
like
Maybe I
me?
don't. I don't know.
No, I don't like you. Not even maybe? No. No fucking maybe.
Oh man, that reminds. I work today. I just got off work, and uh, I just walked into work. It was like the owner. Only person that was there besides me was the owner, and he was upstairs. And I just walked in, and I forgot to lock the door behind me, and I should have. And this like street creature, this used to be a human at one point, but I think just a lot of bad decisions have happened to them, and I don't know what they are anymore. I'm trying to not be mean, but be funny at the same time, and that's a hard
That's
thing to
hard,
do.
man.
So let's just say there was more scab than there was person. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? Real bad.
Oof.
And they scared the shit out of me. I walking in, I'm just walking in, no one's there, and I just hear, "Hey!" And I'm like, "Fuck!" I scream, "Fuck!" I was like, "Fuck!" And I turn around, and I just see this person, that has been outside for way too long in the cold. But do you know how like sometimes it's sunny out, but it's also cold?
Mhm.
Like it just looks like they've been really cold, but walking into the sun for like 75 years, and then born. It was like I felt really bad for them, but then like when I see someone like that, I feel bad for them until they're a dick, and then I'm like, now I don't feel
There it
bad
is,
for them.
right.
You know what I mean? Because life's hard. We're all eating a giant shit sandwich, like fucking. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for people until they're a dick, and I'm like, well, then maybe there's a reason why you're outside all the time. I don't know.
So were
But I
they a
turned
dick?
around. And there was just, it was real bad. It looked like one eye was a marble, like it was black, but then the tip of it was white. Like it looked bad. And she just goes, "Hey, can I use your phone?" And I just go, "Huh, we don't have one." And then I just kind of like look over there. I'm like, "Shit, there's a phone over there."
Ring, 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 ring.
I was like, "Please God, ring right now." Um, but luckily, the phone is a basketball phone. It looks like a basketball. So,
Awesome.
in fact, sometimes when I answer it, when it rings, like I just go, "Hi, Wedgehead. This is a basketball phone." Or sometimes people will just go, "This is a basketball phone."
Even better.
People are like, "What the fuck?" But luckily the phone didn't ring, and they believe me. And then they just started touching things that were on the bar, because we're
No.
preparing to open and stuff. So there's things lying around, and she's like, "Can I have this paper bag?" And I'm like, "You can now." and and then there was like some pens, just like regular ink pens, and she just grabs them, takes the pen that she was holding that she brought with her, and puts it on the bar, and then takes that one and puts it in her pocket. And I'm like, "Yeah, you could have that, but can you leave?"
Yeah. Running out of shit to give you.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm not being mean, but I'm also like, there's a pandemic. I don't know where you've been. You Again, I'm not trying to be mean, but you don't look great, and I don't want
No
to
offense.
use a phone that you used. I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean. That's just how I feel. So that's part of my day.
That's fucking funny.
That's what happened today.
So I remember that immediately sparked a memory for me working at Voodoo Donut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. I pulled the
You can talk
fucking
about it, huh?
graveyard shift.
Yeah.
What?
I said you're gonna talk about it, huh?
I can, right? I don't work there
I mean,
anymore.
I don't work there. I don't give a
I
shit.
don't fucking care. There ain't nothing I'm gonna say that didn't happen.
I mean, I think I know what you're gonna talk about, so go
No,
ahead.
I won't talk. I won't talk about that because I don't want to get sued. But I'll talk about something else. Um, the whole thing when you work the graveyard shift is like they say, hey, you're gonna be up front, and I was like, cool, which really means you're gonna wash dishes. That's what it means. But if anyone comes in, you're responsible for the tip bucket. So the long story short, the game between 2 in the morning and 5 in the morning is to keep people who don't work there from stealing the tip money.
Sure.
Like that's all that happens. It's just like a game. Like they kind of look in the door and they look around and you just see the door fly open and another one fly in and they just go for the bin. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember only one time, I mean, it got stolen all the time. I didn't give a I mean, whatever. They weren't my tips. I didn't get to work up front. But in any case, I'm sitting out there picking up wigs and syringes and whatever's out there at 3 in the morning, and I just hear the person opens the door and the other one goes, "Go get it!" And I'm just kind of like I'm sitting on the bench, kind of picking up and being lazy. And so there's bushes and they can't see me, and I see them come out and I'm like, "Stop!" And they're like, "Arr!" Like they both went, "Arr!" I was like, "Put it down or get shot in the face." They couldn't see me. They literally put it right down and got the fuck out of Dodge. And I was like, I got
That's
it.
awesome. You just did like a verbal, like a gun in the, like a finger gun in the pocket. You know what I mean? Like you just did a verbal this, like.
Right. And the worst part was I took the tip jar back to them and they were like, holy shit, man, we saw all that. That was fucking crazy. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, yeah, for $1.78. There you go. Fuck.
Oh man.
Have
Drop
you
it
ever
or get shot in the face.
it worked. You don't say that in Portland. You say that in Philly. But in any case, it worked in Portland, and I found out.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
scare the shit out of people. Have you ever done something dumb? Like we work in
Yeah.
this happened in the kitchen. Done something dumb, and then had someone much younger than you tell you how you should have done it right, and you knew
Sure.
that. And the last thing you want to do is fucking hear about it.
Yeah.
So I took some trash out, and that's a shitty place to take the trash out. They got a gate on it and all this other nonsense, and it already smells like trash all along that street. It doesn't
Right.
fucking matter. I should just throw it in the street, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
But in any case, I kind of did. I grabbed the bag and the bag made it in the street, but everything else made it all over the wall and the sidewalk. I
Oh.
didn't. I grabbed the bottom of the bag and I only tied it once, and I just. It's kind of like art, but not on purpose, and just
Right.
shit everywhere. And I'm like, this kid that I'm working with, I come out there and I'm picking things up, with my ass cheeks because I'm bored, and I'm
Right.
putting everything back in the dumpster. And he's like, when I was younger, and I'm like, uh-huh. And he's like, I learned that you should double tie the bag. And he wasn't wrong about any of that. And I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
like, I'm like, I'm kidding. Give me a hug. There we go. All right, you're fine. But I was
Right.
just like, yeah, fuck off. I hate that.
Well, see, I understand that. Like, even if that person was way older, than like 20 years older than me, and they started the sentence off. Well, when I was younger, that's just a cocky thing to say.
I
Just
know.
say, hey, just do that. You should, even you should have done that would have been way better and funny. Should have been like, ha ha, you should have double bagged that idiot. That's what he should have did. Like, that's what I would do. Be like, ha ha, dumbass. You should have double knotted that or whatever.
Yeah, well, I hate it when people are right and I'm wrong. Like, fuck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna stay out here and clean this shit up and get hepatitis. I'll be in a minute. Oh, it's fucking funny. God, let me ask you. Now, I grew up with manners, and I'm not gonna go on a tangent about that. I don't care. But my job is all day long. People beep in. I don't know where the fuck they were, how long they were on hold, or if they're just calling in. I don't fucking know.
Right.
Long story short, my thing's about phone etiquette. It's manners on the phone. Is all it is. Fucking phone manners.
Right.
So with people in the company and customers, it's a mixed bag. Some people are gonna do it right. Some people are gonna treat you like shit. All I'm saying is, if your job is part of your job is to transfer someone to another department, tell them. Tell them
Right.
you're transferring them, please. God, give them a fucking clue. These people are like, hello? And I'm like, hello? And they're like, I was talking to Stacy. I'm like, who the fuck is Stacy? Like, they're like, is she there? I'm like, no, this is my house. There's nobody fucking here named Stacy. If there was, she better be hot, or what the fuck. And that's the conversation. It starts right there. They're like,
Right.
oh, well, I was doing all this stuff. And then they said, I'm like, I'm about to play like Angela Lansbury and fucking Murder, She Wrote, and play everything backwards to figure out, guess what? You got transferred to the wrong department, motherfucker. You don't need to even buy anything. Why are you here? And then the customer's like, why am I here? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, you want to buy something? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, bye. I guess what I'm saying is just, I'm not asking anyone to be nice because that's fucking crazy. But if you're going to send someone on their way, just tell them. Please, just tell them. I tell them, like, hey, listen, you're being a prick. I'm sending you customer service. Beep. Bye. That's
Bye.
it. But oh, he said I was being a dick, so I'm at customer service. I'm like, no, I said you're being a prick. I haven't transferred you yet. 1 second. Beep. There we go. Now you're transferred, motherfucker. Anyway, I don't get it. I don't know why I care about manners. It's my curse. It's
Right.
it's really not fair to expect everyone in this fucking world to be nice to each other. It's not fair. It's ridiculous because only one part of our little country actually raises their kids, like that I know of, with manners, with yes ma'am, no ma'am. That was in the South back when I was a kid. So I don't know why I give a shit. I really don't. I shouldn't expect it from anyone, but I
Right.
do. I'm like, hey, let me get that from you. I'm like, go fuck yourself? Like, what do you mean? Maybe got to be a dick. Like, you didn't ask. You didn't say please, thank you, fuck you, nothing. Why should I give you something? Like,
Right.
that's how I operate. You know that. I'm a prick about it. Like, get past me the toothpaste. The fuck you talking to? I didn't hear anything. Please? I didn't work for free. But people are like,
Right.
oh, fuck you. I'm like, all right, fuck you too then. You still want the toothpaste? I don't
It's
know. I just
it all makes sense to me. Like, I really, like, I get it, but I think it's funny. you live in one of the rudest places in the world. Like,
I'm like I said, I should stop. I should just shut the fuck up and never say, because I'm asking for it.
well, man, I get it because, like, well, okay, I get it, and I get the manners thing. I get it, like, from you. It makes sense, but overall, I don't completely buy into it. Like, and I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this little story. When I was a kid, from ages around 5 or 6 to like 15 or 16, every summer, every single summer, my mom and my sister and I went to Kentucky for like 3 weeks to a month. So, in a roundabout way, I spent some time there. I wouldn't say I lived in Kentucky, but I spent a lot of time there. I spent like 10 years every summer going there. So I spent a considerable amount of time in Kentucky. And, that's, the people are, that's, southern living down there. Like people expect to be called, you know, addressed as yes ma'am and no sir, or that kind of thing. And I remember my grandparents wanted me and my sister to do that to them. They wanted to be addressed as ma'am and sir. And they told us that, and we started doing it, but we didn't really get it because we were young. And so we were trying. And then my mom told us, "It's like, you don't have to say that." My mom, that grew up in Kentucky for most of her life, and, at least until 20, until she, did a bunch of, smoked a bunch of pot, did a bunch of coke, and hitchhiked to California. Apparently, it's the story, which is pretty rad, I think.
Way to go, Ma!
Right. Or hitchhiked to Oregon or whatever. And then, but yeah, I get the whole being like, hey, can you pass me the toothpaste, please? Thank you. Or, if someone stops for you in traffic and lets you walk by, you go, thank you. Right? Someone holds the door for you, go, hey, thanks. Right?
Right.
But going yes ma'am and no sir, to me, just my whole thing, that's outdated and a little much.
Yes.
It's like, I grew up wrestling on the wrestling team for like 11 years of my life, and to call the coach either coach or sir.
Yep.
And he was a fucking dickhead. Most of the coaches I ever had, besides like one or two, were dickheads. Especially the high school wrestling coach. He turned the heat up to 105 degrees in the wrestling room.
They fucking love that. Sweat your ass
And then
out.
so everyone made weight, and if you didn't, you fucking run laps. If you got pinned, if he saw a little twinkle of I give up, maybe I just want to get high in the bathroom later. Fuck this shit. Like, I don't want to wrestle another kid in a unitard. This is weird to me. And maybe you just get pinned. He would punch you in the chest and make you run laps. So he was a dickhead. So fuck you.
Sir.
Yeah. So the whole ma'am and sir thing, that's just not my thing. But I do agree with being polite and being like, hey, thank you, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That makes sense to me. It's a ma'am and sir thing. Like,
So I've never made Jesse call my kid sir or any of that. I don't actually get into that. I know to call people in the South sir and ma'am as kind of a tactic. When I want, I want to woo them in a little bit, I'll use that to my advantage. I know that they dig that shit. But I don't care about that. My old man made me call him that. And then I used to come up home to see my family, and they would be like, you want something to eat, Tony? And I'd be like, yes, sir. They'd be like, stop calling me that. And I'd be like, yes, sir. And he'd be like, the fuck, stop it. I'd be like, yes, sir. And they're like, stop saying that. I'm like, yes, sir. And they're like, God damn it. I'm like, what do you want from me? I've been programmed, I don't fucking tell you. But that's fine. This is going to get a little heavy, but I was thinking about it earlier. Maybe the biggest issue in our country it might be, but maybe it's not race. Maybe the biggest problem in our country is how we just fucking treat each other in general. Like, just pleasing that, sir and ma'am, fuck all that. Just acknowledgement of each other. Simple acknowledgement. Like, acknowledgement. Someone's coming behind me, I'm going to hold the door. I'm not saying that people don't do this. I'm not fucking saying that. I'm just saying if it just rolled the fuck out everywhere, if every parent showed every kid, this is how we do it in America. In
Right.
America, I don't give a fuck about any other country. This is how we do it. As Americans, we treat each other with respect. And with respect comes things. I just don't think we've gotten there yet because it's just
Right.
constant. It just feels like a bunch of sheep in a pen just bumping heads trying to get out, and the gate is locked. It doesn't make
Right.
any sense. It's like, hey, man, all you have to do is tell your customer, I'm about to transfer you because you're driving me fucking crazy. Bye. Beep. That's it. Well, they transfer me because I'm a prick. All right, cool. I'm getting ready to too. As soon as you say something stupid. Oh, okay. You're going to be nice? All right, I'll help you.
Right.
It just helps each other. I do think that is, I know I'm crazy as fuck with a big forehead, but that is what I think. I think if you can look any fucking human being, I don't give a rat's ass about what color they are, just look at them and be like, no problem. Thank you. Please, let me get that for you. You see an old lady? Fucking help her out. Why not? Why the fuck not? She's an old lady. You're going to be an
Right.
old man someday. It might be your fucking mother out there. You're hoping someone helps her ass out because you're at work. It's just simple shit like that. I was raised tough, but it wasn't illogical. It made sense. And I
Right. No, I
appreciate
get
it,
it.
but I do feel that America's just missing that. And it's not that it's not done. I just think that when raising our fucking kids, push that fucking please and thank you into their head. Because every weekend when I had my goddamn kid, for going on 16 years, I still have to remind her once in a while, yo, respect. Because that is respect to me. It is. It's just, please, that's respect. Let's say, hey, I give a shit about what you think. I'm asking you for something. Please.
Right.
That's it. So when I see a kid
And,
like, hey, man, let me get that. I didn't hear anything. You? Nope. Not my kid either. So I guess I'm going to have to teach him for you. He ain't getting shit out of me without being nice.
mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I work at a fucking mini mart, but so what? You're going to be nice to me or you're not getting whatever the hell you want. You want your candy? Be nice to me.
Right.
Sounds nuts. I know it's not fucking funny. It's just my idea. That's all. I wanted to get that out there.
I think you're on this. I mean, I think it makes sense because it does. If people were more about that, it would trickle down to human rights issues.
I
Yeah,
think
if it was ingrained to be nice to everyone, be nice to everybody, we would. The whole right, like it would not fix racism,
no.
as
To start, it's
but
respect, at least
it would,
visual
yeah,
respect.
it would show some respect to people, and it makes sense
Right.
to
If you
me.
just sat down every kid right now, like started right here and were just like, listen, doesn't matter what another human being, you say you do these things, another human being. But have you ever noticed that America doesn't really have anything like that? This is a fucking free for all. There isn't any culture. Our culture is making money and selling each other shit. This is a shopping mall. That's why I kind of laugh when everyone's trying to get the poop in a group. And it's like, bro, we got to treat each other right first. If you want everything to work, you can go out there and fight for rights. But if the people that are you're fighting against for rights don't respect you, it doesn't fucking matter. It's
Right.
all just appeasing each other until you stop doing that shit and go back to work and make money for the man.
Right.
I
No.
don't know that I'm saying, I hope it works, but if we all just started real fucking small, just making sure that you're polite and that little shit next to you understands that if they want something from you, they need to respect you, even if they're not your kid. You stick
Right.
that shit in their head, they're going to remember that.
With that being said, though,
Okay.
it's hard to respect someone if you're a racist. If you're a racist and you hate someone because the color of their skin,
Good,
it's
because
hard
those
to.
motherfuckers will stick out more then, though, won't they?
Yeah, that's true.
That's fine. Let them be pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because then that one fucking percent, that's great. But if we can have 99% squared the fuck away,
Yeah.
hey, fuck the one. We can get those, man. That's not a problem. They'll be scared
Right.
shitless. One out of 9 out of 10 people is gonna call you the fuck out, and you're a racist piece of shit. Where are you gonna hide? Where are you gonna hide?
Right.
What are you gonna do? We don't believe. Seriously. Anyway. I wasn't trying to go on a fucking tirade, but I do have a lot of feelings about that.
No, it's.
I do want to see shit get straightened out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just small human behaviors multiplied by what we're already doing. Go out of your way to be fucking nice to somebody if you can. If not, fuck it. But whatever.
Mhm. No, yeah, I get what you're saying. It makes sense. I mean, I think if we all collectively showed each other like a bit more respect, it would go a long way. That's all, you know.
That's it. It's not going to fix the world's problems, but at least they can be like, hey, America isn't just a shit show with a pumpkin for a president. They actually fucking treat each other with respect there. That's something people can't say about us right now.
Yeah,
And
they
I've been
they
to other countries, and they have culture, like the people talk about like the German culture or fucking Italians and how they act or how open they are down in Mexico City. Like, what do people say about Americans? You don't
people don't
want
say
to
very nice things.
know.
Yeah.
It ain't good. We got a big fat F.
Well, see, that's the thing is like I've heard this for like years, more than 20 years. I've heard, you know, if you're traveling to like Canada, any like or anywhere in like Europe, like put like a Canadian patch on your backpack. People think you're Canadian, and then you know they won't think you're an asshole. I've always heard that, and I'm like, wow.
Why
But
don't
I'm
I?
just
You know what? Then fine. I'm gonna make a patch that says asshole, but it's in the American flag print because that's where we are.
true. It's true.
Not trying to be, but I want at least like the assholes customers that I talk to. One thing that they say is they're like, "Well, I'll tell you what. The answer might be no, but at least you're honest. I've never met anyone more honest than you have." I'm just like, can I get this phone? Like, no. Like, why not? Like, your credit's fucked. There's no way you're getting this phone. You have a
No, you
past
can't.
due. You owe us $3,000. There's no fucking way. I'm like, honestly, I'm surprised it's still on. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, you should seriously square this shit away. And they're like, thanks, man, I will. I'm like, okay, you better.
See, that's how you light a fire underneath someone's ass. Is you just be on, you be a person. You don't even have to be that honest. You just be like a real person. You talk in like normal person talk. You know,
Right.
just like, hey, you do this, or you're probably not going to have a phone anymore. I don't know. I have the
Right.
phone, won't be able to use it. So, you know, get your shit together, or or don't. You know, whatever.
Well, that's why I tell them it's like, I'm just a cashier. I ain't shit. I can't fix any of your problems. I can only cause them. So this does me no good to tell you this, but you should probably pay your bill. They're like, I will, thank you. I'm like, okay, goodbye. No phone for you.
Good for you.
It's going crazy over a blue iPhone. That's what everybody wants. A blue iPhone. A
A
blue
blue eye.
apple. That has a bite out of it. That's what everybody wants. And I tell you a secret, kids. I don't think you want that phone. Let me tell you why real quick. The back has a magnet in it that's meant for magnetic charging. Guess what it's doing? Can I tell everyone? Can I tell everyone? It's erasing your magnetic cards and your key fobs and all that shit, and they can't stop it. Enjoy your phone. You're not going to have any money to pay your fucking bill with. It's going to erase all your shit.
Wait, so it's just like the new iPhone
Yeah.
or all iPhone? Well, it's not.
No, no,
It's
no,
not
no, no,
all
no.
iPhone
The
because
new
mine hasn't done
iPhone,
it
the new, no, no,
yet.
no. The new 12 series iPhone has mag
Yeah.
lock in the back. It's a magnetic circle. And the point is that on wireless chargers, there's a magnet as well. So when you rest your phone, especially through a case, it finds the sweet spot and the best charging position. Great idea. This doesn't fucking work right. Of course, it's the first run. So they said if you put it in your pocket and you put it next to anything, it'll like any like has chips in it or any of that, it'll erase it because it's a magnet. And they're not fixing it. They're selling like hotcakes.
I'm I love how much you love that.
I do.
You maniacal evil little shit.
I'm sorry, but you guys deserve this shit. Read your shit before you buy it. I swear to God, Apple is they're a mess. They always everyone loves them, so they make all these fucking phones to sell to 60% of the population, which is awesome. I'm glad they sell that many fucking phones. Good for them. I don't really care. The whole point is they don't make great shit. They just have really good fucking marketing. That's it. Ruined the secret. I've been selling this shit for 6 years. Apple, biggest issues every year. Software, hardware. That's it. That's the whole phone. They're not terrible, but you got to read your shit because that's a 12. I mean, anywhere from $800 to $1,600 fucking dollars. They all have a magnet in the back, and you need to be careful because they can't get a software update to fix that. The software update isn't going to stop that from happening. So they're not going to, they might say, new update's coming out. It's going to fix that. Wrong. That's a physical problem. They put a magnet in the back. And we all remember magnets. When we were kids, did you do the magnet trick?
What, like turn it like upside down or like?
Oh, no. When you go to somebody's TV set and throw a magnet on the TV and then all the color goes.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
And you destroy their TV. Well, same thing here, but with your cards and key fobs and all that shit. So you don't need a blue iPhone.
You know, Apple as a company should have just listened to ICP. You know, that song Magnets, how the fuck do they work? Should have listened to ICP. Sure, sure, they're white trash clowns from Detroit, but maybe they know something. You know what they know? They know that they don't know shit about magnets, and neither do you, Apple. So you should have listened to ICP.
Dude, that's out there. I didn't write that article. I just read it. So it's definitely out there. Be careful if you're spending all that money on that fucking phone. If you have to, here's the bitch of it. If you have to worry about what's in your pocket for the next, like what you're putting with your phone for the next 2 or 3 years, what's the fucking point? Why? Well, if it's free, fine, but
yeah. Well, some people have those like phone cases that are wallets as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
no, don't do that.
They have their phone, and then like you open it up, it's all their cards, their money.
Right. Yeah, it's a folio case. So it's like this, which is safe when it's closed. But when you open it to talk to Betsy about her Pinterest activities, you just magnetize your shit. Uh-oh.
You're the devil.
I just love gazillionaire assholes who just have to generate a product every year and a bunch of people who have to feed on that product. It's like, God damn it. Don't you know they suck? Like I said earlier today, it's humans working with other humans on devices that were made by humans. There's going to be fucking problems.
Yeah.
And more importantly, they don't give a fuck what's wrong with that phone. It's got to roll out. Okay? We got fourth quarter results to talk about here, people. There's a stock market out there. That's important. So blue, green, purple, I don't give a fuck. They want you to buy that phone. You don't need it. Just so you know. The article that I read said wait till next year.
Well, you know.
So hang out. Don't worry about it.
I know people that like. Well, I have this friend. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he was still a friend, and he loved anytime Apple put out anything, he fucking bought it. Was it a watch, a new computer, a new phone? He already bought it before it was out. You know, he you know, and I don't know what it was like. I think it was like it was like 9 or 10 or X, whatever X was.
The 10.
You know, yeah, he got that, and he was like all fucking excited about it. And I remember I had like iPhone 5S or some shit, and he's just like looking down on me like, you pathetic peasant. And I'm like, man, dude, I get whatever phone is the cheapest or the free one. It's, you know, I don't give a shit. Like, I used to have a smartphone, and I still do for, you know, social media. Fucking bullshit. I hate that. But I have a computer now, but I used to write, like, every once in a while I would get like a magazine like job where I'd like write an article, you know, like a local magazine, or there was a couple in Arcata and Humboldt that I did, but yeah, like, you know, you get like $50. It's not a big deal, but it was cool nonetheless. But I would have to I wrote the article on my phone. Like I went to notes, went to the note, and I wrote the whole fucking
Yeah.
article. Like however many words, I don't know, like two, like one was 2 pages. I basically wrote out one of my jokes. It was like the longest joke I ever written, still to this day, and it's 2 pages, and I wrote all on my fucking iPhone, on my fucking phone, and I wrote it on notes on that app, and I copy and pasted it just to email, and then just sent it.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, but technically, I'm a published author.
I have your stuff. I have your stuff in my drawer, man. There's naked chicks and weed in there too.
Oh yeah,
In
fucking
the
pull it out,
magazine
man.
that you gave me. I think I don't know who saw it, and they're like, "Why do you have a porno in here?" And I'm like, "It's not a porno." I'm like, "My buddy wrote an article in there. It's fucking awesome." And then
Oh, I,
it's like, and you
I
open it
gave you
up, it's
that.
just a bunch of topless chicks talking about weed in local strip clubs, and I'm like, "Cool. It's the best fucking
I forgot.
magazine ever."
I gave you that.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
I didn't pay for it, should I?
No, 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 no. I
All
just think
right.
that's kind of cocky of me. See the school thing I did? You should have it.
I mean, honestly, dude, I may have asked you. I mean, I doubt it. You either I asked you for it or you gave it to me because you knew that I would want it. You weren't being.
Right. I'm just making fun of myself.
Well,
Like,
honestly, it's not that joke sucks because you're not. Unfortunately, you're not that way. Like you never were. But I was stoked as shit when you were like, dude, I don't remember what it was, but like I was published, and I'm like, fucking really? And you're like, yeah. And you show me the magazine. I'm like, you have cop? I think I asked you if you had a copy or something. I still
oh,
have it, man.
okay.
I thought it was fucking awesome. Hmm. I think
In
that's
a
neat.
weird, like, yeah, in a way, it was cool at the time, definitely. Like, just like seeing a joke that you've worked on for a while, and
Turns into a fucking
your name in a magazine, in a local one, but magazine nonetheless. It's cool. It's cool in a way where it's like, huh, comedy kind of paid off a little bit, or I have a cool thing to show, like look at.
yeah. Well, you
But
ain't fucking done yet. We're just sitting in the rest area for a minute, but we ain't fucking
yeah,
done.
a
So we ain't got
little
to worry
bit.
about that bullshit. I gotta tell you, like, my name really isn't on anything, but that can be a good thing because it ain't on fucking mugshots.com either. And I know a few people who can't say that. So
It's true, right?
mostly the people I've dated. But hey, that's fine. You ever found out your ex was in jail on your birthday and be like, what a great present?
I get to do whatever I want.
She's going down.
Yeah.
I can't say the rest of that, but it was fun. Dude, fuck, man. I yeah, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. What are we going to talk about? I'm rubbing my ear.
I need more beer.
If I do another
Well,
beer, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'll just hold it. I'll finish this. This thing is, it really does me in. It's 8.6%.
no, there you go. Nah,
Yeah,
nice.
it costs. These are like $4 a pop. It's $16 for a 4-pack, and I have.
Oh wow.
That's all I'm buying.
Well, I mean, we could talk about the album we were supposed to review if you
Ooh,
want.
I do.
It's about that time anyway.
Oh, did we do it? We did it.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
We were supposed we listened to and the band Tyco, and the album is named Dive. That is and I think it came out around 2012, I think.
Yeah, right around the time we would have seen them at Sasquatch.
Yeah. It was definitely the year that we were both there, but we were probably elsewhere. But yeah, it was cool because it was the first not the first time. It was the first time I saw him, but I listened to him before that, and I didn't like. I don't think they are a full band, but they were a full band for that performance at least.
Right.
Like they're like I think the main guy was playing bass and had like his synth, and then like a drummer, maybe a guitar player every once in a while, but like they were definitely playing instruments, not just like
I love that shit. I
Yep,
love when
it
you go
was.
see a band that sounds electronic and you think some guy just made it on his laptop. And then you watch them live and there's like 5 people on stage.
Right. Yeah, they're actually playing
Love
shit.
that shit. I don't know much about Tyco, and I'm gonna be completely honest. You sent me that record. You like we talked about it. I accidentally hung up on everyone on the show at the end of the last one. Just
Oh yeah. We were just like, I'm over this. Fuck
yeah.
it.
Not only did I hang up on everybody, I hung up on you. It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, you
great.
called me back. Yeah, yeah.
So in
Like,
any case,
bye. You just like,
and
it was like,
like I had to call you back. I'm like, oh hey man, I hung up the whole show. What's nice about being an idiot is it just doesn't bother me. I kind of like laughing at myself.
yeah. Well, see,
Um,
the good thing about being an idiot is if you know you're an idiot, you're good.
I love
All you
it.
have to do,
It's so
all you have to
good.
do is know that you're an idiot, and then you're fine. You can do whatever you want. It's like being invincible. You're like, I'm an idiot, and I know it, so fuck it. You know?
So I've listened. So after we're done talking, I naturally go do my thing, grab my pipe, load it up, and I'm like, I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna listen to this album right now, and I'll be on it. I'll be on top of my game. And so I turned it on. I put my big fucking awesome headphones on. I'm sitting here doing my thing, and I'm smoking, and then I'm like, all of a sudden, I just like this wave comes over me with the music and the weed at the same time. I'm just like, ooh, this is it. And so I text you. I'm like, this is fucking great. And you're like, yeah, it's really good if you're stoned. And I'm like, right? Like, nailed it. Like, I am high. What a coincidence. This guy knows his shit. It's like, yeah, if you're kind of high, kind of drunk, I'm like, yeah. And all I
Fuck
remember
you.
was listening to it. And then I think like 2 hours went by. And like I was still listening to like Tyco, but like other shit had came in on top of it. That's how Spotify works.
Right.
And
Sure.
so I don't honestly I didn't listen to it again after that. I'll just say this. It reminded me of many bands that just make chill music that's really good mood music, or just like where you don't really feel like hearing too many lyrics. You just want to chill out. That was fucking perfect. I mean, we don't usually do that, like talk about too much. There's not much to talk about with an album like that. There's not a lot of words. It's just a lot of,
Right.
you know.
Well, see, that's the thing is like for me, I feel like I could. It resonates a lot with me because it's like I always fucking say this. I don't need to say it. Like it's not necessarily music I listen to every day, but I do get into it in certain moods. Like chilling out, like you said, just smoking a little weed, maybe having a beer, and just being like, like since last week, I listened to it probably like 3 or 4 times, but I listened to it this morning, just laying in bed like at 7 a.m. Like I wake up really early now, and I don't know why, but I do. But I'm just laying there with headphones on, listening to it. And I was like, wasn't going to sleep or anything. I was just like, man, this is fucking. Like almost felt, I felt so relaxed. I almost felt fucking like numb. I was just like, and it was like, and their music is kind of like a mellow ocean. It's just kind of like it hits you, and it's just like in and out, and fucking.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's really relaxing. It's just like it's a good album, and they're a good band to just like zone out to. Not necessarily not background music, but just to be like, I don't want to be real for an hour. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
just to
I just want to be
disconnect. Right.
I just want to be for. You know what it makes me want to do? Makes me want to draw a bath. Just fucking turn on a hot bath with some bubbles, light some candles, just cork a nice fresh bottle of red wine, you know what I mean? And just shave my own pussy. It's just it's a, like it's just a
God damn it.
it's just a beautiful album, and it just makes me want to just be like, oh, I love me. Oh, this is self-care. Ooh, chocolate? Please, yeah, maybe I'll sit on the dryer and just have a good time. You know what I mean?
I just pictured you listening to this on a dryer in nothing but shorts, eating an ice cream sandwich, and the
That's,
dryer's on.
that sounds like a day to me.
God damn it. Have you ever, this is a reach, have you ever seen Howard Stern's Private Parts, the movie?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so there's a scene towards the beginning where he gets a big gig and he goes out with his buddy or whatever to do the premiere for the movie Star. Long
Yeah.
story short, like he's in there giving her like a back rub in the tub.
Yeah, yeah.
And his buddy is in the other. I
Yeah.
just kind of picked when he said tub. I was like, immediately, you're doing all this, and I'm sitting on the other end with the faucet fucking stabbing me in the back.
Oh man.
The worst part is we would totally fucking do that just for comedic value. There's a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
shit we'd say yes
Why would
to be
not?
funny. It's crazy.
I. Oh man, you're right.
I am. That's what's really interesting about us is our energy when we get together. It's just this. Let's try this, and the other person's like, "Yep, let's do that," and then let's do that, and it's just fuck. How do we end up like this? Nobody said stop. Nobody said stop. Are you guys butt fucking? Yeah, but it's funny, right?
But it's
right?
funny, right? It's funny, right? This is no one's here. No one's here. Okay.
Too far.
They're gonna
Too
watch,
far. Too far.
They'll,
Okay.
they'll watch the video and then they'll think it's funny. Oh, you forgot to push record. God damn it!
Gotta do it again. And cough. There we go.
Tyco, though. Anyway, Tyco. It's a great album to get butt fucked to.
I feel my kidneys. That's great.
Yeah, I have too. You know what I mean?
Dude, what's that fucking movie? Bad Teacher. Remember that with the principal?
Yeah.
And every time the one teacher says something, the principal just cracks the fuck up. He's just like, let's give it up to Sandy Pincus for having the craziest scary costume, fucking classroom, scary classroom. And the teacher's like, I ain't afraid of no ghost. And the principal's like, God damn it, Sandy. He just gets him. That's how I feel here. This fucking guy. God damn it, Sandy.
I mean, I'm not afraid of no ghosts.
See, you can tell that I'm an only child because all my references don't involve my brother or sister. It involves like movies and music and shit. Those are my friends. It's like Cable Guy, except I had a functional parent and I had functional parents. So. Shit.
Cable Guy, that's a good fucking movie.
It is. It actually, well, it was okay. I'll say this. It was great, then it was okay. And then we saw the next 20 years of film come out. And we're like, this is actually really fucking good in comparison to the shit they've come up with now. It's not bad.
No, I think it's. Yeah, man, I've always thought it was good. I thought I like Jim Carrey. I mean, not everything. I don't like anyone that's. I don't like me every day, so I don't like every movie that like anyone's done. You know what I mean? Like so. But no, I think overall Jim Carrey's cool and. He's a talented guy. He could do a lot of things, you know. He's not just funny. He's not just can't just do impersonations or make weird fucking noises. You know, he's like Adam Sandler, but except talented. You know what I mean?
I'll go with that. Yeah, I will go with that. Actually,
Adam Sandler makes like weird like does like the rip-a-doo, like the whole like. Does his whole thing. Jim Carrey has a similar thing where he has like a thing where he does like, you're like, oh, you're doing, if someone were to do an impression of him, you could be like, oh, he's doing Jim Carrey. It's like a thing. Right? But I think Jim Carrey has more levels and is more talented, and I think Adam Sandler just is whatever.
Well, actually, and I think that Jim Carrey's the kind of guy that would have butt sex to Tyco. So he makes him our guy. You know what I mean? Like,
amen. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's talk about the album a little bit more. Kind of like touched it and like went on a weird butt fucking adventure. That album makes me want to like lay like on a beach and just like lay there. I'm not trying to be funny. That's just really what I
can't
want.
at this point. I can't. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be. But what about the tide?
I just want it to hit me. I just want it to fucking wash over my fat body and just like want sand all over my tits, and I just want to lay there. It's like I don't know if the 7.5 people that listen to this. I don't know if you guys. Do you guys check out any album? Can you comment on this episode and be like, I don't listen to any of them or listen to someone? Because I mean, really, we just like talking about music, but maybe you don't. Maybe you guys don't care for this part and don't listen to any of it. So hopefully you do, because I think we talk about some cool music. So
Yeah, and it's fun. It's information and humor at the same time, or at least I think it's funny, and that's what matters to me. But fuck them
yeah.
anyway. It's fun.
Well, tell us what you thought about Tyco if you listen to it, and if you
Yeah,
haven't,
we
and you're
actually
watching
do
it.
pick stuff. Honestly, I pick stuff with other people in mind, with people who listen to this show. I know this isn't all up your alley, but I'm not picking shit off the radio either, and neither is he
Right,
necessarily. We're not picking it for that reason. So we're trying to
right.
show people new stuff and talk about stuff that we're into. Um, to bands, I like stuff like that. I like stuff like Tyco. Tyco's a band that I would go on a date with. There's certain music that you go on dates with, and that's a good one. Another one in that realm would be a band called Washed Out. That dude
Okay.
also, and while I'm at it, one more and then I'll be done. Caribou.
Oh
All
yeah.
people that you think. So Washed Out is a band, Caribou is a band, and we're talking about a band called Tyco. So they're all, in my eyes, they kind of fit in the same realm. Fun shit. Like I saw Washed Out do their album called Mr. Mellow. Loved
Oh,
it. Great fucking show. I mean, it was neat. And there was at least three people on stage, or one and a half. I mean, weed multiplies, or I don't know. But hey, there was blurs of people on stage, and I thought it was a dude playing a laptop. That's the thing when you listen to electronic music, you really think. And we've been to enough fucking shows and festivals to say, yeah, we're expecting a dude with a laptop because fucking dead mouse. You know, thank God for the mouse head, because beyond that, as he even admitted, at one point you just push play. I don't want to see you push play. I want to see you create the shit I heard in my fucking living room, naked, wrapped in cellophane. I want to see you do that live.
right.
So all the bands I listed right there, all performed live with many different instruments and many different art, like a couple of different people on stage, all going to fucking work. That's awesome to me, to see electronic music done with real
Right.
instruments, if you will.
Right.
So that's what I like about Tycho and the lot. And you forget about bands like that until you're ready to take a fucking nap or just chill the fuck out. You're like, damn, I need something chill. What the fuck am I listening to? I need something. So you need to make a list of shit, and Tycho should be on there. A couple, and those other two should as well.
Yeah, because
Things that just let you think, or let you not be distracted by lyrics and still take you somewhere, if you will.
right. Well, because I mean, what that album, at least in Tycho, I think is a whole. I think you know what it's like. it's like a. It's like listening to a bunch of blankets. You just feel warm and
Damn it.
relaxed, and you turn it on, and you're just like, hmm. You know,
God damn it. God damn it, Sandy.
you feel relaxed. You feel just like, oh man.
Who the fuck says that? Listening to a bunch of blankets. Like,
It
if you
is. It's like
became a clean comedian, I would just be like, it makes sense. Blankets is one of his punchlines. Like, I mean,
oh, yeah, man. It's like it's like hearing a blanket. You know what I mean? You're just like you feel comfortable, and you're just like, oh, that blanket went into my ear and wrapped around my body, and I just feel so good and relaxed. I don't care about the world.
I really want Spotify to reach out to you to curate a playlist, and it just has to become blanket music.
Blanket music, yeah.
Alex Rios's blanket music.
It's bath time for the insane. That's what it is.
That's funny. Snuggies for the nut jobs. Oh fuck me, that's
Oh,
fucking. Oh, that's funny. Oh, thank you. Now it doesn't feel like Monday anymore.
oh,
I know it's Tuesday.
is it? I don't know what day it is anymore.
It doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter. As long as you kids are having fun out there.
Amen, sister. Amen.
All right.
Well, I think we about reached the point. I think we're about
Cool.
there.
All right. I listen to too much music, so I always have a hard time picking. But in any case, mix up a little bit tonight. Band I chose, Hang on. That's
Nice.
really good for me. That's why I'll say excuse me now, but that was really good for me. I don't have
Yeah,
a
you
big
feel good?
push.
Yeah.
Band I chose this week, a band called LA Witch.
Okay.
Kind of fitting for Halloween. I just figured that out because I got a real fast brain.
Cool.
And the album is called Play with Fire.
Play with fire. Nice. Okay.
Three ladies rocking the fuck out. Tony G gets he's got a little fucking for females that sing the rock and roll. So that's what this is. Fucker just came in the mail right before the show. I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. Had to put
Ooh,
that on.
perfect.
Yeah, so in any case, LA Witch, Play with Fire, their second album. We'll talk about it next week.
Cool.
We good to go?
We're good to go, man.
All right, I'm going to try not to hang up on everybody. Just you all, the 7.5 of you that we have left. Thank you very
Something
much.
like that.
The numbers are going down. That's got to be good. Tell people if you want to. Instagram, Titfoo69. There's a dog, so he'll be back.
She's
Yeah,
back.
he's just like he said, the timing is impeccable.
I know. I was wishing. I was hoping it would be like just she would wait just a second because we were almost done. But anyway.
No way. It's better because you said in the show that it would happen. So,
Right.
do you believe in magic? All right. So, Titfoo69, like us. You know what? If you know what to do, do it. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Love your
Peace
faces.
out.
That yeah.